Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. I've decided to go early, so sorry. I was just sitting here. You know what? I'm just going to go. Hello, Angie, from a slightly chilly, overcast Melbourne. Hopefully, at some point, you might come back to sunny Queensland. Although it is going to be hot this week, so maybe not this week. Hello, Renee. How are you, my beautiful friend? Yeah. We'll wait a little bit. I got a whole lot of stuff to tell you guys. It's like a never-ending saga up here. All right. Okay. While we're waiting, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna go this color. Raspberry. What's that like? Lovely. Got the flag. All right. Hey, Mona. Mona. All right, I'm going to zoom in because we're on lots of little fiddly bits today. So Angie will be yelling at me regularly that I'm off screen. Okay, so she will yell at me. So if I go off screen, she will yell at me through the interwebs, and eventually I might realize that I'm off screen. Yana, hello, Alex, hello. Look at all my lovely friends. I am so blessed with life. I am so blessed to have you all. It's just lovely. All right, look at that. Let's come in. Dawn, hello. How are you today? Black raspberry. And then neon yellow. It's not sweet. It's just truth. I do reflect on just how blessed and grateful I am for the things I have in my life on occasion. Well, a lot of the time, to be honest. And you guys are definitely part of that. You guys have gotten me through some pretty dark times, and for that I am forever blessed for and thankful for. All right, I'm just moving up so I can. My book was half hanging off the table, and I'm like, yeah, I can't work like that. All right, trying to keep you in screen. All right, can I get any closer? Let's see. Can I get any closer? Let's get closer. How close can you go? How low can you go? I'm all over the place, and you're all like, would you stop? And I'm like, sorry. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can work with that. Angie's like, would you just stop it? Just stop it. All right. Okay. Viking dudes. Let's get into the Viking dudes. All right. Well, I should stick with those colors, shouldn't I? I'm sure their capes would match their flaggy thing. Flaggy thing is the technical term for it, okay? Don't be confused. Flaggy thing. All right. Let's go. So what's everyone been up to? Oh, look, she's yelling at me already. Oh, Viking dudes are out of screen. See, look. Told you, she'll yell at me. It's great. This is because they're so tiny. And it's like, Like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm like sitting here squinting even to see these little dudes. Now, I like little guys. Like, we know I like short men and stuff, but these are a little bit too little. They're a bit ridiculous. Bit ridiculous is all I have to say. And some are wearing hats and some aren't. Can you make up your mind, dudes? Oh, I don't even know. I'm just winging it here. Some are wearing cape. Oh, I don't bloody know. Don't bloody know. And this dude, he's up the front, not wearing a cape at all. Like, what's your problem, mate? Oh, sorry, I just hit the microphone. Anyway. Yeah, I'll be scribble and colour and call it done. Don't you worry about it. That's how I do this entire colouring thing. I just scribble and let you guys think I know what I'm doing. That's how I get by, love. I just make stuff up. I nearly swore then. I'm in that kind of mood, so I can't guarantee that I'm not going to stuff up and actually swear during this stream. I'm just in that kind of mood. When you're in that kind of mood? That's the kind of mood I'm in. So anything could happen. Prior warning to those listening upon. Like, I'll never swear too badly, but I can't guarantee I won't drop like an S-bomb or something like that. Bloody hell. I'm going to finish my snack. Oh, your snack. Oh, and then work on a whip in Magical Delights. Oh, what did I pull out today? I was trying to contemplate what to start on next. Just let it go, let it go. And I actually pulled out a Joanna. I was going to pull out a Malalin La Chopla Manen Mana for Jamie and do a mandala. And then I was like, eh. And then I was going to pull out a Hannah Carlson. And then I'm like, eh. I don't know. But I ended up pulling out a Joanna Basford. So I don't know. We'll see. Well placed way with it. Oh, they're so cathartic. Trust me. In the last few days, last week or so, there's been quite a number. So we'll start on the stories. Okay, he's ready for the stories. That's the question that we're asking here. Are you guys ready? So you know how I spend my time joking about bronze is what I'm coming in with now. Okay. Oh, nice. See, yeah, I saw the small victory thing, and then I'm like, man, I struggle to color Joanna as it is. I don't need anything smaller. So I sorry, trying to see where like, armory stuff is. So oh no, I think that I'm gonna make that cape. Yeah, so not armor. Yeah, you know how we always talk about it should be in the pile downstairs. Angie, your pile is ridiculous. We'll get onto that story of Angie Clarkson in a bit. Okay, that's a whole other story. But we've got to finish the first story. So we talk about spiders a lot on this stream, and I'm always going on about how you guys, I don't know why you're all so scared of them and blah 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 blah. Which is fine. I'm still not scared of spiders. But the irony of our conversations, this is dark brown. The irony of our conversations is you wouldn't believe what happened to me last week. Let's see if you can guess what happened to me last week. Absolutely. So Australian. Such an Australian thing. Yeah, you need a drink for this story. Oh yeah. Oh. Well, I haven't been able to drink for last week, so. And, all right, we got that. All right, let's go for some ugly kind of like creamy color. Well, not that it's ugly, but let's go for eggshell. Oh, I need sharpen. I forgot. I am so not prepped for today. I did get bit by a spider. I got bit. I come home from work and I was like, because I always get bitten by stuff, right? And I come home from work and I'm sitting there in the afternoon and I'm scratching my leg. Oh man, this is like super itchy. Eggshell. This is super itchy. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. And then I was like, well, sorry, I'm doing sleeves now. I'm like, yeah, so super itchy. And I'm like, so I scratch it. No drama. Got rid of the itch, you know. Scratch it till it bleeds. It gets rid of the itch. We all know that. And then light umber. And then so did that, which is fine. And then I went to go for a shower that night and I'm like shaving my legs because I was going away the next day and, you know, for some reason, even though I wear jeans every day, I'm like, oh, I'll shave my legs, you know. And I'm like, oh, that looks like a pretty vicious whatever bit me. I'm like, that don't look good because it was starting to get a bit like swollen and red and kind of grossish. And I'm like, ooh, maybe not so good. And then I'm like, oh, and then my whatevs, you know, that was my care factor. That was the thoughts that I had with myself. Is she yelling at me again? No, it's just my watch yelling at me. Good. So it's just my I'm sitting there going, what the hell? And then I so you know, head off to work the next day, and then I've got to get in the car straight from work and go. I've got to drive down to Brisbane for more work, and that's all good. And then I go see my mum and whatever. French grey 10. So I go see my mum that night because she's down in Brizzy and, you know, doing the good daughter thing and all of that. And then get back to the hotel on Friday night. And I go to have a shower and I look at my leg and I'm like, ooh, that don't look right. So I was like, ew, what should I do? But I had work. So I did nothing, you know. So that was what I did. I had work the next day. So I went, I just was like, And Toe Man had come down with me. So he was out shopping on Saturday. And I went, do you want to kind of go to the chemist to see if there's something that we can put on it? Because the anti bacterial cream and stuff, you've got to have a script for. But I was like, maybe there's something. And he goes, I've already been. And I went, of course you have. So this is French grey 70. So of course he had already been to the chemist, but there was nothing. And I'm like, yeah, whatevs. And I'm like, oh well. And then it was kind of like by this stage, like, you know, I could draw in the edema. Like, you know, when the swelling is that much and it's that tight and like you push on it and it was staying there for like 20 to 30 seconds, the divot. So was I sitting there playing with my leg and pushing in things and making it look like, you know, crater pits? Yes, I was, because I am a child. And I'm like, So yeah, so Sunday I had to drive home, and it was good. I went and stopped in and saw my dad on the way home, and my stepmom had some antibacterial cream, so that was good. So we put a bit of that on, and because they're both nurses, so it was like knew they'd have stuff. So put a bit of that on, and then I was like, we'll see how we are the next day. I'm like, I'm going to work. I woke up the next morning and went, I ain't going to work. and booked it and had a doctor's appointment. So I booked a doctor's appointment, and yeah, I know. Like, well, we call them white spiders here. So yeah, the white spiders do the necrosis, and that's kind of what was happening. So there was a lot of necrosis and a bit of ugliness going on, and and I've been bitten by a whitetail before too. And I was like, ew. So I ended up ringing the doctors, and I'm like, can I come in earlier? And they're like, yeah, actually, we've got an earlier appointment. I went, cool. So went in, and that was fine. I went in and spoke to the girls at the counter about a couple of things, and sitting there patiently. And after an hour, I'm like, wait up, this entire like waiting room has passed over twice, and I'm still sitting here. So I go up to the counter and politely ask and go, I'm sorry, but everyone's kind of been through and I'm still sitting here. And they're like, oh, we've marked you as did not attend. And I'm like, I've been sitting here for an hour. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, butt cheek. Oh, nice. No, luckily mine was not my butt. Sand. So let's do these blondies. Yeah, so then I finally, and I'm like, oh, so they got me into the doctor. So that was okay. Rightio, whatever. And then the doctor is like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, so I got antibiotics for that. So that was fine. So come back in with bronze. And we'll do these helmets. And well, let's do these two while I'm at it. Oh, I don't know. What words am I saying? Doctor, yes. So then apparently, my blood test come back from last time I went in like 3 months ago, and I haven't been back since. And he goes to me, you've got low iron and vitamin B12. And I went, oh yeah, the vitamin B12 I'm not surprised with. I said, but iron. I said, I'm hemochromatopic. I said, but menopause, and I've been having, some pretty severe like hands. And he's like, so he made me take more. I had to go get blood tests again. So then I had to go back this week. But anyway, but spider bite. I'll talk about the vitamin B12. See, I told you stories, and I'm in that mood. Are you keeping up? Because I'm like talking at 5,000 miles an hour. So we're talking to words, Tammy. Breathe. So I got the antibiotics, yes, and I woke up Tuesday morning, and let's just say there was a nice explosion of everywhere, and it was still massively inflamed at this point in time. And I'm like, yeah, probs should stay off it again today. So yeah, so I just had a leaky leg for a day, and then it eventually got better, and it's all good now. So it's the antibiotics worked. It was sensitive because he took a swab, and it was a staph infection in the bite, and it was all sensitive to the antibiotics. So it's all healing up. So that's the spider bite thing. But I'm just giggling, going, of course I was bitten by a spider. That is what happens in my world. So spider bite it was. And I'm like, wait till everyone hears that I got bitten by a spider. Or a very angry ant. I actually don't know what I got bitten by, but it was either a spider or a very angry ant. Either one. It's Australia. It could be anything. Could have been like a ladybug and probably still bit me, and that was what happened. But all right. There's a kind of sagas of my spider bite journey. I'm sure that was fascinating for you. French grey can... Oh, he's got a helmet too. Of course he's got a helmet. All right. He looks like he's like a 16-year-old, know-it-all geek. His face. But anyway, sorry. All right. Okay. Not only those with legs, yeah, some with no legs. Oh, who knows? I was bitten by something. But yeah. All right, let's have a look. Let's come in now with some kind of like skin color. Let's come in with beige after I sharpen it. Oh, so back on a low. Thank you, Alex, for keeping up with my conversation. So I had to get more bloods, and I went because low iron. As I said to him, so low iron's not usually my problem. So this is beige. So I went in and so I had to have some more bloods. And oh, he's got a purple face. Probably shouldn't have purple face. Oh, legs. Oh, effort. Someone's and I'm knocking things. I'm out of frame. Rightio, I've moved my book. Oh, gosh. Can I do anything right? Where am I? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to get my Tombos out of my pastel bag. Anyway, I mean, he might have a purple face because it's probably full of acne because he's about 5 or 12 or whatever. All right, sorry. And it's like Angie yells at me from everywhere. And but okay, cool. So yeah, so I was like, I'm hemochromatopic. I shouldn't have low iron, but like I said, menopause and some very aggressive lady monthlies have been the norm this year. And but he said, I will do it an uptake, like a re thingy jiggy. And I'm like, yeah, cool. So I went and got another blood test. That was fine. So I went back in this week and am I out? I'm still in frame. How am I out of frame again? I'm not. I'm looking at it. I'm right here. I'm like in the middle of the frame. I don't know what planet you're on. You just like yelling at me. Well, I'm feeling tight. Well, you're a bit slow. So I went back into the doctor on Friday to check the spider bite and to check, obviously, the results. My iron levels are back up, which makes sense. It's been, been a fair chunk of time since the last thing. I'm like, good. But my vitamin B12s are like ridiculously small. So now I've got to go have an injection every day, every second day for the next 2 weeks. I'm sorry, Angie, love you. And then I've got to probably have injections for next 3 months, every 3 months for the next who knows how long. And I'm getting tested to see if I'm anemic. I'm like, excellent. So that was great. Would it'll explain the fatigue and stuff, but so that's good. All right. Okay. I think the dudes are pretty much done. This guy needs a bit more colour. I mean, they're Vikings, so there's pale as, but some colour. They need to have some colour, hey? All right. Okay. All right, Viking dudes. Let's do fishies. Fishies. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Going to come in with silver. I'm using the very thins just because it's easier. I'm like, am I in frame? And then we'll come back and put some colours over the fishies. But I'm using silver as a base. So yeah, so that's that one. So I might have vitamin B12 anemia, which is no surprise because I've had gastric surgery. It's a common thing. So yes, so that's the testes. But that's okay. Yeah, it could be worse. I'm like still breathing, so I'm okay. All right. Some random leaf here, like why? Anyway. Okay. Well, leaf. I guess you can be sand. A little bit of raspberry. There you go. Leaf. Yeah, so there you go. That's my news. Don't do things by halves here, just saying. All right. Let's come in with true green. I'm not off screen. I was off screen for a little bloody leaf. It's this big. Deal with it. Fishies. Fishies are more interesting than the leaf. Well, actually, I prefer the leaf, but anyway. All right. So we need a little bit of colour in these fishies. They're a bit lost in there. Oh, Angie and her pile downstairs. Okay. Thank you, Alex. All right. Neon orange. All right. Let's give some colour to these fishies. All righty. Unless anyone else wants to tell a story and have me shut up for a while, I'm okay with that too. I can accept it if that might be the case. If someone wants to get a word in. Oh, I think there's a fishy here too. Oh, look, fishy, 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 fishy. Like, how is anyone supposed to colour this something this small with detail? Like, seriously. All right. I'm going to have to move the camera because I'm running out of desk room. We're going to go down into these fishies. These fishies. Fishy. Sorry. Hey, B. Oh, I like the new name. I like it. That works. It's cool. I like it. How you doing, my dear? You enjoying the nice, slightly chilly, overcast Melbourne as well today? It's lovely to see you here. I think there's been a number of us that have just taken some time this year. Oh, Angie and a pile downstairs. Um, well, yeah, you were forced to. Holidays and then COVID. Rude. The holidays okay, but COVID not so much. At least my spider bite's a bit more of an exciting story than COVID. Just saying. Least I can say spider bite. Come on, that's pretty cool. All right. Okay, we got orange fishies. Um oh, Angie's pile downstairs. Okay. So I have a unit downstairs, and when we first moved into this house, Angie was she wasn't in the unit. She was in kind of like the garage turned into bedroom and like the sewing area kind of downstairs. And then the person, but anyway, so people moved out of the unit, the people that were there. And I said to Angie, listen, financially, I don't really need another person here. How about you move into the unit and actually start living, like have your own space and, your own kind of thing. So, which is all good, but Angie's, health doesn't always let her move ginormous amounts of things and whatever else. So, but anyway, so I've been moving her in there while she's been down in Melbourne so that when she comes back, it's all done for her and she can start to, enjoy her new space. Oh, this is neon pink too, if I didn't say. Um, so I've been moving all of that. But in amongst moving all of that, and we'll talk, Angie, you need to go on a no buy. That's all I'm saying. So do I, but you definitely need to go on a no buy. But anyway, uh, Kathleen, hello. Um, and then, but all of these Amazon packages keep arriving. So I'm thinking I'm going to build a Christmas tree out of Amazon packages for her for when she comes back. Was where I was going with that. I'm going to build a Christmas tree layout. Amazon packages. And I'll be like, rightio. Okay. All right, so let's come in and do some coral with some of this neon pink as well. Although I'm pretty certain coral isn't around in, up in the Nordic kind of seas, but we'll go with it, okay? Tropical fish, Nordic Ocean. It works. And you haven't enabled any of it. Oh, and you don't need enabling, neither do I. We can go off on our own tangents. And I'm only paying her out because when I pay her out, I'm also paying myself out. I hope people understand that I'm just as bad. Okay, so neon yellow. So we've got it's true. I can't blame you for it. True. But yeah. But Angie Clarkson, you do not need to buy the girls anything for Christmas because I discovered some things as I was moving you that are perfect Christmas gifts for said teenage girls that like makeup and also 45-year-old that likes makeup. You have a whole lot of ColourPop and Anastasia down there. I'm like, hello, woman. You've been hiding that. I'm like, uh-huh. All right. Grass green. Kelly, hello. there's birthdays too. Remember, it's Em's birthday and George's birthday, so wrap them up, give them. Otherwise, they're in the bathroom cupboard now, and that's probably where they'll stay for the next 100 years, which is no good for them. So pass them on. Yeah, yes, you put stuff away and then you forget about it. I get that because I'm the same. I'm just rediscovering all said stuff. And if you buy another diamond painting, I swear I am going to bury you in them. There, yeah, B, I get that. What was I going to say? Words, Tammy, words. Think about what it. This is what happens. I get on a rampage and I forget what I'm actually talking about. I've done all my Christmas shopping. Just like to point that out there. That I finished off yesterday and I went, I've done all my Christmas shopping. And then I was on my way home and I went, I forgot the M's boyfriend's Christmas present. So I'm like, I'll have to get something for him. That's only something small. All right. Dark brown. Just in the very thins. It just makes life easier. And something like this. But the very thins are nowhere near as good as the Prismas. In fact, they're horrible. That one's horrible. So I'm going to go dark brown in the Prismas. But yeah, so I've done all my Christmas shopping, and most of the birthday presents are sorted as well. I'm like, look at me go, being half efficient. Probably because I've been off my feet and bored. So I think my Amazon packages might rival Angie's in the next week, but mine are gifts for others, mostly. Lots of pink things are coming. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Oh, some green up here. Am I still in frame? I am. Cool. Mostly. Might be a little bit for me. Mostly. Because Angie, there's way too many there. All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what colors I haven't used. Oh, let's go that one. Lavender. Shh. I'm going to do that one. You can't tell me I can't. All right. Yep. Yeah, lavender for that one. And then I'm going to come in with black grape. Oh, no, I'm just saying Amazon, Angie. They're just packages. I don't think actually much is from Amazon, no. But, I'm just being silly. All right, so that one. Let's come in with permanent red. Why not? All right, got that. Hey Sue, how's it going? Oh, my legs. Black cherry. That sounds like a nice one. But yeah, so and then the big news. Bye B, how's it going? Have a good day. The big news is I'm no longer living by myself. I am. Someone might be moving in with me. Not that I ever lived by myself, but you know what I mean. So, I'll let everyone pick their jaws up off the floor. Okay. All right. Blush pink. And then I might come in with, I need like a neon blue. Neon blue would be awesome. But anyway. Let's come in with cerulean blue. Hey. Neon yellow. So yeah, so we're slowly moving in, Toe Man. And it's so funny. I said to him, I said, there's going to be 3 hoarders in the house. And I'm like, this house is huge, but it's not big enough for 3 hoarders. But luckily we all have like, different things that we hoard. So at least it's not one thing. But oh my God, the amount of succulents and desert roses and whatever crap I've got downstairs now. Angie's going to come back and just be like, whoa, where did all this green come from? True green. Speaking of green. It's like... But yes, I was like to him, I said, it's ridiculous, the fact that you're like... Anyway, he's agreed that perhaps... Where will he put his clothes? So, okay, so I'm going to... This is what's happening, Angie. Apart from whether, well, it depends on whether the oldest is going to move out or not, because she might hate me after I lost my crap at her on Friday, because she's lazy and can't hold the job and just likes to lounge around like a 19-year-old that has no responsibilities. But anyway, and I'm the worst person in the world for pointing that out. But, that's another story, the joys of motherhood. But so what's happening? I have reduced the size of where you were in the garage by like probably a third. Shrunk it across. Em's going down there. Georgia's got her sewing stuff where your desk and all was downstairs. And so she's going to go into Em's room. We're going to go into the front bedroom so that you don't have to have us on top of you. And it's bigger because he's got a king bed. So we're going to move into the big bedroom. and that Georgia had, and then we're going to turn my bedroom into the craft area, the art craft study kind of thing. Does that make sense? And so the main area will become a lounge room and dining room again, like actual space. Does it? Yeah. Does that kind of make sense? And because Bellatrix passed, my chook died this week too. I forgot to tell you that one. My Bellatrix, the chook that just was never going to die, finally died. Um, so, so I've turned the chook shed. I've put some core flutes and stuff up, and I've turned the chook shed into a garden shed. So, like all of the gardening tools and the paint and stuff is all gone into there. So that's kind of how we're all working in it. Does that make sense? I don't know. We're trying to work stuff out. And getting a storage shed. Because even doing all of this working out, still not going to be enough room. So gonna get a shipping container. And put some stuff into that too. So that's the plans, Jan. All right. Okay, let's zoom back out. Well, no. So what's going to happen is because Georgia can put most of her clothes into her room, but only need half the closet, I'm going to take over half the closet in the study area and then half the closet in the main bedroom, and he can have half a closet. I've worked it out. I think I've worked it out. And like, he's a male, he doesn't have anywhere near as many clothes as me. So I'm not stressed too badly about how much he needs. I'll just take over whatever else. So, yeah. Although he did see the workbench in the shed, and he's kind of like, do we have to find a spot for Emily? And I'm like, I don't think it'll be for long. But yeah, I even told her boyfriend the other day, he's, we know that he's not my, like, I'm actually warming to him. He's a hard worker. Like, he has grown up a lot this year and he works hard, unlike his girlfriend. And I said to him the other day, I said, I'm even feeling sorry for you. Thanks. He goes, I love her, but you're not wrong. And I went, I know I'm not wrong. Okay, so I'm going to use Distress water crayons because watercolor pencils, because I rarely use them. So I'm actually going to use them. Oh, if I can get them out. 1, 2, 3. We might come back in for some more. We will see. And I'm just getting some colours out for now. Yeah, like, it's one of those things. I think if you've got, I don't know. I'm not going to enable anyone because I have way too much stuff. Oh, look, my camera is way off angle. Look, is that a bit better? I don't know what. I must have knocked it. Look, there we go. I need chocolate. Hold on. I'm exhausted from talking. Can someone else talk for a bit? All right. Let's do this. villainous potion. And I'm literally just going to scribble to a page. No rhyme or reason. I figure when you're working watercolor, just let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Go. Oh, nothing wrong with North Virginia. I'll pretend I know anything about your, like, a lot of your states, but sounds great. Isn't that up closer to the homeland? Oh, thank you, Dawn, but no one wants to hear me sing. Renee, you're funny. Yeah, but watercolor and me, I don't have that skill with watercolor. That's other people. I just we're just gonna roll and see what happens. That's kind of my jam today. Let's just roll and see what happens. Might not get to Joanna. Is there anything actually that you want me to color? It's too early for Christmas yet. I'm going to do a Karen E. Myers for Christmas because I want to. And she was kind enough to send such a lovely email to us. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. Yep. Oh, good. Well, that's good. I knew it was closer up to the homeland somewhere. I know. Like, I started reading it and I'm like, I'm actually going to have to print this out properly. And do it. I like that, Renee. I like that you're going to have yeah, that's good. I was thinking I might like just make it a mini, like print it on like little tiny, like 100 hugs kind of size. And then there might be the potential that I could do more than one. Okay. Hello, Winchester. I haven't seen you for a long time. You want to come and say hello? Like, you want to say, look at my beautiful face. Look at it. Oh, I feel rejected. There's no one here to love me. Hello, Casper. Give you pats too. Sorry, patting animals. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Like seriously. The the bond that Winnie and Toyman have developed too is kind of cute. Probably because they're both like, sleepy dudes. So when Toyman comes home from work, he like has a nap in the recliner. We're such an old couple, old married couple. He has a nap on the recliner. Um, before I get home, and I'll come home, and they'll both be sleeping. Winnie will be asleep on his chest, and I'll be like, "Yeah, that's my life." Prize ribbon. Um, but I went and had coffee with my friend yesterday, and we were just catching up. And I went to her. I said, "I am as happy as pig and shit right now." I said, "I never thought this would happen, and I am just so ridiculously pathetic." I got cat hair everywhere now. Um, so yes, and what's even more amazing is just how well um, him and the girls get on. Like it, that's what's kind of cemented, and I think that's what cemented it for him too. Was Georgia was going to go on a rowing camp, and like I can't believe my daughter's going on a sports camp. But anyway, um, she's going on a rowing camp, and she come home, and I had to sign the permission slip and all of that kind of stuff. And she goes, "Should I put Toyman down as my emergency contact?" And I was like, I went, I said, "You can put your dad." And she goes, "Yeah, but," because her father doesn't live in this town. And she goes, "Well," she goes, "Yeah, I could," but she goes, "But he makes more sense because he lives here." And I'm like, oh my gosh. And when I told him that she'd asked, and he was like, "Yeah, of course." And I went, "It wasn't me that suggested it. It was all her." And I think he nearly cried. So yeah, it was a bit cute. I don't know if I told you that the other week or not, but anyway, retelling you the story. Uh, so they message each other and text each other all the time, more than I do. Um, Linda Ravencroft is good. Um, whose do I love, Yana? So I'm a portrait girl, so anything that's portraits, I'm all over. But Linda is awesome. Um, Kanoka's a little bit. She's like Joanna Basswood for me. I've got to be in the right kind of mood to want to do it. Um, yeah, it just depends on what you think. Depends on you, and I think that's it. As you find who you are as a colorist, sorry, this is Black Soot. You find what books more like. I don't buy anything like I used to now because I used to buy every coloring book that existed, and now I'm a little bit more refined in that, if that makes sense. So like Christine, Karen, they're all my kind of things. Probably more than others, and of course Kerby. But I didn't get his new book, Alien Worlds. I should, so that I've got the collection, but it just doesn't speak to me. So yeah, I've become a lot more, and I've got that many coloring books now that I'm like, I just want to actually color in them instead of buying new ones and never coloring in any of them. Although I did, I may steal one of Angie's as I was moving her stuff. The Petra, I'm not even going to try and pronounce her last name, book is amazing. I may have sat there and spent like 10 minutes just fawning over it. And I'm like, I might have to color a page here if Angie lets me. And I was like, oh my God, it just looks like scribble. I'm sorry. I promise I'll try and make it a little better once water hits it, hopefully. Jody, hello. How are you doing, my love? Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. Like, I would happily give mine away to someone if I knew someone in the area was starting up. I would give up a lot. I'm happy to give away a thing. I might even take a lot of the like ones that are just, I've discovered I'm more into the real adulty kind of books. So the ones that are a little bit too I might actually take them to a daycare center or a primary school. Looks like yeah, I know. I forgot all about them, Angie. Like, seriously. Yeah, which is really nice that she did. And you're kind of like me and probably be like, just take them out of my house. Seedless preserves. Just going to put a little bit of this through. Not too much. And then we hope for the best because I'm about to get water on it. This could go badly. It could go badly because I don't have any water in my brushes. Oh, do I have water in that one? Oh, that's a big one. We'll use that one. All right. I just grabbed a whole bunch of brushes. We're going to go with the ones that have water in it. That's what we're doing. All right. My ink towel. Don't you love it? I got the friend discount. Yes. I could imagine you got, and I would also do the friend discount. All right. Okay. Let's go. Look at the size of this one. Whoa. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to move. Might have to do another layer at some point. I think we will have to come in with another layer, but it's getting there. Yeah, well, my chook stock gave me eggs a long time ago. Now I'm going to go make the kangaroos happy because I have half a bag of chook food here. So I'm going to go take it across the road and dump it, and the kangaroos are going to be like, "Whoa, look at these. Look what come from the skies. Just appeared." Yeah, I probably would have been too, Alex. I had one of my students bought me in duck eggs the other day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got duck eggs." Actually, I need to make some. I was going to make a sponge cake with them. I need to do that. Except for we're going to some random small country town, like 50k away, for lunch today, with friends. We got a phone call. Towman got a phone call last night. I don't know if I can keep calling him Towman, but anyway, he got a phone call last night. He's not going anywhere, so his real name might just be starting to get used. He got he got a phone call last night from some joint friends, and seeing if we wanted to go to some country pub for lunch. So I think that's what we're doing. He went fishing at their place last night. He goes, I'm going to go. Is it all right if I go to the creek and go fishing with them? I'm like, to you. Right. Yeah. I know he's all know his real name. That's the thing. So I'm just like, meh. So if they use won't know his real name's Steve. Um. So I have a Steve too. Emily's got a Steve, and I got a Steve. Steve. I call him Steven, but yeah, everyone else calls him Steve. Yeah, he can be Towman, and that's part of it. But yeah, um, I'll probably flick between Towman and thing, and he'll be Towman on my Facebook profile for a good chunk of time because he just doesn't do social media. Um, so I respect that. He's got Facebook Marketplace, and that's pretty much it. um, so so it's not because we're trying. Yeah, like everyone at our colleagues and all know now. If they don't know, then they're completely oblivious to, I know, the entire world, because all the kids, all of the students even know. So it's not like it's a big secret. Um, all right, so base layer in. Now we're going to come in and add a little bit, and remembering this is distress, so it's not meant to. These are distress crayons, so they're never going to be like perfectly smooth. They're meant to look a little bit distressed. That's what I like about them. They're not perfect. So now I'm just going to come straight in off the pencil. Yeah, so but, yeah, Yeah, it is sweet that he asked. But I went out with my girlfriend for morning tea yesterday. I'm like, if we're gonna go to the next level, we've got to learn that, that's we do those things. We can't live in each other's. I don't want to live in his pocket. He can have his own hobbies. I got mine. I don't expect him to sit down and colour or to cut paper. He can go play with plants and do that stuff. And my place can look like it's got I might do the Aussiesms if I remember. I don't know. I think I've been very Aussie with my I got bitten by a spider story, so can't really get more. Now I've got his Lennon in my head, but anyway. Slightly different. True. We might we'll let this dry up a little bit after this, so I can come in with another layer. We'll do it then while it has a bit of a drying moment. What's time? Oh yeah, about that. Oh yeah. All right. Alrighty. Oh, book. Yeah. Oh, I found another book the other day on I don't know where certain things come from. I reckon I was like, well, that'll be it because we're nearly at the end of this book. Oh, someone's crossed stuff out. All right. Okay. We're up to it. All right. We got a skerrick. We got a skerrick of it. A little bit. Tiny bit. I only got a skerrick left. That's like me and chocolate. I only ever have a skerrick of it, even though I've probably got enough, for a shot. Skippy! Skippy the bush kangaroo. Okay, I don't know if anyone overseas ever saw Skippy, but it was a massive TV series in like the 70s, 80s. Skippy. And it's what we call kangaroos, obviously, especially the little ones. Then we've got to skite. Don't be a skite. Don't show off. Don't brag. Don't make yourself out bigger than you are. A slab. Okay, so I don't even know what you guys call them overseas, but beer cans in a box. Okay, it's either a slab or a carton, depending on where you live. It's called a lot of different things depending on what part of Australia you live in. A flat. Okay, there you go. It's better than a slap in the face with a dead mullet. Again, a mullet's fish. But basically, it could be worse. If they got a slap in the face with warm lettuce, that's basically, where you gave them a punishment, but it wasn't really a punishment. It was just the token thing, so it looks like you gave them something. We call them a case. Okay, there you go. I think some people call them a case down here too. I don't know. I think Victorians call it a slab. The Queenslanders call it a carton. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. Cool. To have a slash. Okay. To go slash here in Australia is to go urinate. Okay. The slaughterhouse is what we call the abattoir. Okay. To sling somebody is to pay a bribe. A slippery bob. I've never seen that one. Some kind of like gross fritter with animal brains. Okay. Where are we going? And we've done smoko before. I thought we'd done smoko. I don't know. Might have been earlier on. So smoko is obviously our morning tea. Like to this day, we still all call it we're going for smoko, even though no one actually, well, very few people actually smoke. It's just become synonymous with morning tea or afternoon tea, having a short break. No. To smudge. Okay. Do you want to come and give me a smudge? Would like a little bit of a smudge. Okay, is to kiss or cuddle up to somebody. Okay. But then somebody that's a smudger is basically a suck ass. Okay. Anyway. To snaffle something is basically to snatch it, steal it, get it in a way that probably wasn't probably the right way to do it. Might have me yesterday at the dump when I went and offloaded some of the 5 million boxes in Angie's room. I may have snaffled a few of the books that were kind of there instead of going to the tip shop. That's right. I had a snag yesterday. So I had to go to Bunnings yesterday. Not Bunnies, Bunnings, which is our hardware store. But it will forever be called Bunnies on here. But we had to go there because we got our good old sausage sizzle snag on bread with onion. Best meal on the planet. Like in Australia, this is gourmet, okay? No one turns down unless there's something wrong with you. The thinnest piece of cheap white bread possible, okay? A burnt sausage on it, like long, cheap sausage that's probably just full of bread and, a couple of salt and pepper to make it taste good. A bit of onion and then sauce. No butter, no anything like that. That's it. And then you just fold it up and eat it. That is the best. There's nothing like it. All right. All right, where are we going? Snide. If you're a little bit snide, you're a little bit on the wrong side of the law kind of thing. To snot somebody. Okay. To snot somebody. Yeah, some of your boxes, Angie. Not all of them, but yes, a lot of them went to the land of the dump. The ones that I thought were important to keep were kept, but most of them called like Amazon boxes and other things. Yes, sorry, darling. They disappeared. You'll live. Trust me, you will live. You it's not going to kill you. All right. So we're going to snot somebody. He's going to give him a punch in the face. Angie might snot me for throwing away some of her boxes. Soccer. That's what we call football. Okay. And our soft drink. You would hear me talk about soft drink all the time. That's what we call pop. It's what you guys call in the US call it. Soda, something like that. A sook is of course I unpacked it. No, Angie. I'm talking about the cupboard that was full of boxes. That's what I'm talking about. Like the whole cupboard, when I pulled it out, was just empty boxes. They all disappeared. And we have a recycling bin. And anyway, deal with it. Okay. Angie's going to go have a sook now. Someone that's easily hurt or offended. Sookum or Sookum. I say Sookum, but you know, it depends on how you say it. But basically, that's a command for a dog to get him. Get him. Okay, Sookum. All right. And then Spagbog. Okay, Spagbog is what we call spaghetti bolognese. We just call it spag. So there you go. Oh, really? There you go. Angie's cranky at me. She'll live. It could have been worse. Trust me, it could have been worse. I was quite refined. If I could find room for them, I kept them. If I couldn't, they went. Hey, I didn't throw out your old printer because I wasn't game to do that. I was like, better not throw that out until I get permission. All right, so this is Villainous Potion, just coming in and doing a bit of layering now. Ah, there you go. See, I knew, yeah. So it's all packed away. Like I just put it in the box of the new printer, and it's just packed away. So because I knew you'd probably, and I didn't know if you'd gotten the inks and stuff out of it. There was no way I was going to throw something like that out. Let's put it that way. But some empty boxes, yes, I did. But that's it. I promise. I wouldn't do anything more than that. No, I didn't throw out the printer box. I put the old printer back in the printer box. So it's out of the way until you decide what you're doing with it. Man, it's a big printer. I was like, what? Jeez. All right. So Angie and I are just having a domestic here right now. Sorry to everyone. You know, sister love. That's what it is. Mind you, I said to Steve, I need to start shopping in Angie's rooms because like there's a whole lot of stuff I'm moving. I'm like, ooh, I need to play with that. Ooh. So that will happen at some point. But yes, I'll come back. Angie will come back and she'll be like, I don't like where everything is. And I'll be like, that's your problem. You fix it. I tried. I tried to put everything kind of back where it come from. Tried to think, And yeah, the cupboard that's next to the hot water system, that's now your storage cupboard. Just so you know, I've put like all of the things that you kind of had in the cupboards in the thing. They're all in there. So. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Let's come in with a bit of prize ribbon. See, you know all these people that use the fancy Caran d'Ache plate and this and that stuff? Welcome to the plate of white. And then I tried to count how many sewing machines there are from your mum, Angie. And I was like, I don't know. But they're all thing. And I'm going to make a bit of a feature out of the old Singer one, because that box is really cool. So that'll become like a decor item, I think, in the unit when I get. That's all I've got left to do is the prettying stage. I've moved everything. I've just got to pretty it up. And you're like, yeah, whatever. Angie doesn't do pretty. That's a me thing. Angie's like, whatever. It is starting to pill a little bit, but that's all right. I'm going to work with it. I've put a lot of water onto it, so should be all right. I'm going to make the pilling work for me. You'll see. You'll see. Let it be. Let it be. All right. Okay. Just give me a moment and then I'll be beat. I got to get something. Move up. Oh, I love it when the first thing I grab is the right one. Just by pure fluke. All right. Oh, real. Oh. Well, we definitely have to make a feature of that then. That would be, I imagine it's going to be incredible. They're probably just enjoying their chilly morning out. It'll be all right. All right. Where are you? 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 Mm-hmm. right. I'm going to have to pull something out to put it on. What can I use? Where are you? Oh, I need to reorganize this place. I can't find anything. Yep. I got crap from arsehole to breakfast here, so oh, that's right, I put it. Look, I'm gonna get fancy now. I'm gonna finally bring out a board. Oh my gosh, Angie, that's incredible. All right. Oh, probably help if I take the lid off. The thingy jiggy. Okay. Everyone's still with me? You haven't left me yet? I don't know why, but thanks for still being here if you are. Okay. Everyone has gone quiet. I know. Everyone's left. It's like they're probably like, man, we'll just let these two bicker it out. Lucky they're not in the same place. They'll be like fisticuffs. Need a piece of paper. Let it be. Let it be. I'm here. I had to get a drink for the show. Yeah, that's it. You got it. We're like, Andy's gonna be kicking my butt. Like, oh, what's up, woman? What's up? What are you grabbing on about, Renee? Oh. All right. All right. Oh, Jamie, that's no good. I'm sorry to hear that, darling. But hello, I'm glad you're here, even if you're just quietly listening to me rabble on. Thank you. Is it starting to look a bit more like a stormy night sky now? Oh, it looks all right on screen. Look all right from you guys? I think it looks all right. Yep, it poofed. I love you, Renee. Thank you. See, you got to trust the process of I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just going to make it work. I had in my head what I wanted. I just needed it to eventuate into some form of reality. Was the ultimate goal. All right. Okay. I'm just going to take it off screen for a moment, and I'm going to poof it with some hot air, and then I'll come back. So I just want to do a few little things to it. Come on, heat up. Heat up. Not quite. Yes, they're not feeling well is no fun, and you guys are getting into the colder season too, which means that it'll be even worse. It's still not quite dry. Hold on. Yes, we had a discussion about that yesterday when he was moving the shed and all around. He's like, "Oh my god, you actually do have a lot," and I'm like, "I told you." He goes, "I don't even own these things," and I went, "Well, there you go." And then we had the discussion of if the minute you start playing, it's yours versus mine kind of thing, it's not going to go well. He said, "My stuff is there, use it." But, oh, yeah, that is nasty. And the more times you have it, the longer it takes to recover from it, is what I've found from people. Although Renee got it pretty bad for her first time. Sorry, I'm still drying paper over here. It was pretty wet. All right. Okay. Just going to come in and get a couple spots that I missed. Oh, that's nasty. Sorry, just I'm coming in with some black now just to kind of put some kind of definition behind a few of these clouds. Basically to make sure I've got all the bits covered. All right. Hey, look at that, Angie. Already there, my love. Already there. Already on it. I just needed to dry it off a little bit because it was like a little bit moist. Yep, that does help. Yeah, sadly, for me, I work with gross teenage children, so you can't tell them to actually look after themselves and not, go vape in the toilets and do whatever else they get up to in there because they don't want to be seen, and eat lunch in there because they're vaping in there and whatever else. So do we end up with nastiness? Yes, we do. Because they're just such pleasurable young people. No, they are. I love the majority of them. Some of them, however, that's a different story. Okay. All right. Just going to give that another quick blast now that I've added the depth to it. And then I'll come back and we'll finish off the highlights. Oh, yeah, it's gross. It is so gross. But this vaping is out of control. Like, it's worse than cigarettes. What? Because it's so, the nicotine in the vapes is so much higher than in cigarette. I'm so addicted. Well, yeah, true. I agree. I'm surprised as well. Oh, there we go. Just knocked something off somewhere. Oh my god, if you saw the mess of my desk at this point in time. Right. Just coming in with the white again now for some actual like peak highlights. Nice. Well, Georgia hasn't had it, which is good. She's resisted. Steve hasn't had it. Angie hasn't. It's only been me and Em in this house that have ended up with it. Okay. But Georgia doesn't like people. Like, she's even more resistant to people than me, so she doesn't get close enough to anyone. And Angie's super careful, so which is fantastic. She can't afford to get it. All right. How's that for a background? Look all right. Look all right. Look all right, mate. All right. Sorry, I just need to. Last minute, right? Here comes in. See, I don't do it in the behalf. Just come into the Ryobi heat gun. Sorry, guys. I just need this section here dry. All right. All right. Let's come in with some moonlight. Underneath moonlight. Alrighty, so there we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Thanks, Alex. That's really nice. I don't know. I'm just making, as always, I'm making shit up. See, I told you today was going to be that day where I'm probably not as good with the not swearing. Not that I'm swearing, but you know what I mean. I'm just one of those days. You know when you wake up and you just feel like it's one of those days? That's kind of what's going on here. It's one of them. All right. Now I need a little thin brush. Oh, look at that nice thin one. Okay. Cool. And a little bit of white. Yeah, that'll always be me. I'm just like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, whatever. I don't take life too seriously. Well, not this kind of stuff anyway. I'm like, if you guys enjoy it, that's all that matters. But that's how I work. So Steve, because obviously I've been downstairs cleaning up and stuff. And I'm respectful of Angie's privacy. So the only person that's done it is me. Because that's her stuff, and that's just how it is. But he'll come down and he'll be like, oh my gosh, I've been gone like an hour. What? And I went, oh, sweetheart. I said, you have no idea how I said, you're learning. I said, but I don't do things slow. I said, when I get in, it's like, he's like, oh my gosh. Hey. Oh, nice. That's good. See, I wake up just before mine, so I always miss Renee's and everyone's because you guys all like, live at the wrong time. If you lived on my schedule, that'd be great. But the girl's got to sleep. Oh, geez, nearly dropped the brush. I found, to be honest, I didn't actually like go looking through things, if that makes sense. Like it was kind of like I kind of worked in piles, but no, I didn't. Sadly, but I didn't look through all of the paperworks and stuff. I just kind of kept them in the piles that they were. I found all of your watercolor like prints and stuff that you'd ordered. I don't know, but where I put them, I don't know, Angie. Now I would think I'd have no idea where I even put them. So that's not very helpful, is it? See if I can draw something round. Probably not. All right, I think we're nearly there. What do you reckon? Basically, I'm just fiddling now. I've got to put the birds in and that's it. That'll be done. All right. Now, do I have a black paint nearby? Probs not. That's all right. Let's see if good old Prisma Black will do the job. Oh, drop the Prisma Black instead. Okay. Okay. Should I have taken a photo of where these birds were to begin with? Props. Does it really matter? No. One. All right. Yeah. Oh, I could use this. Why you be so smart, Angie? Look at that. Use that one, Angie. Look at the difference of that one. You be smart, Angie. I've got hair. I've got one of my hairs there. All right, that'll do. That's enough birds. What do you reckon? Enough birds? Oh, yeah. You're like, yeah, I can't even see the birds. Look at that. 2 hours on the dot. Done. Boom. There we go. I'll zoom out a little bit more. You can see the mess on my desk. But there she goes. There she rolls, people. There she rolls. Okay. All right. That background turned out. That's good. That was what was in my mind. So excellent. I might come along probably should even use the Stadler White. Hey, that might even work because Angie's so smart. And just come along and no, it doesn't. Okay, I might come along with some paint and just do a bit of edging. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Actually, I might come in. See, this is a beautiful. If you guys don't have this, honestly, do yourselves a favor. Well, it's actually not the Stadler; it's the Stabilo. Stabilo Black Watercolor Aquarelle. It is great. It's probably not what Angie meant, but it worked. Might have been what Angie meant. I'm just going to come in and give a little bit of shadowing on this side. Because not only did it work really good as a pencil there, watch this magic. It's like, it's like the most intense black watercolor. Yes. But those that have left, thank you. Thank you. Sorry. I got sidetracked and I'm like, there just wasn't quite enough definition here on the side of the skull for me. So I just needed to shadow it out. It's a bit better. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Look after yourselves. Great day, night. I'm off to have a day. Go get changed. I'm still in my pajamas with no bra on. Probably too much information, but you know. Clean up my brushes, and then I'm off. All right. Have a lovely day, everyone, and I will see you next week. Look after yourselves. Bye.